What's up, everybody? Another battle coming at you from Scatty Kids, and this is the last match I will do using this team. So I'm gonna switch out this whole team, probably maybe leave one person. But yeah, so expect a new team on the next video. This is a Butterfree, Golbat, Kangaskhan, Conkeldurr, Magneton for some reason, and Tentacruel. I meet those things way too often. So start with Crobat and let's get this started. The Conkeldurr, that's good. I'm gonna Brave Bird. And I know that's a fighting type, so I'm hoping to just take it out in one hit without any complications going on here. And he does switch out, so I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna U-turn him, and I'm pretty sure I outspeed this Magneton, and I do. So I'm gonna go into Hydreigon and use his Magnet Rise. So he's probably trying to get me off the spikes if I have them. And I'm pretty sure I'm predicting another switch out here. He's just trying to scout me, but I don't know yet. I'm trying to see. And he's making sure I can't scout him by using the Magnet Rise. So I'm just gonna Flamethrower again because I know I outspeeded, but the Mach Punch, and I know my Hydreigon can live that, and it does. Awesome, and I knock out his Conkeldurr. And then the Butterfree, so I'm gonna try to Flamethrower that too, but he gets off super effective Bug Buzz. And I'm not gonna be obvious and switch into my Arcanine, so I'm gonna go into a Zoom Arrow. I'm gonna Ice Punch. But then he predicts my move entirely, goes into a Tentacruel, and that's Water Poison, and I'm not gonna stay in. I'm gonna go into Crobat. I'm gonna Taunt because I'm predicting a switch out, and I'm right. So I'm gonna U-turn him, and I'm predicting another switch out from the Magneton, but I'm incorrect. I'm gonna go into Umbreon, and he does do a Volt Switch. Either way, I'm predicting that Magneton's probably a scout of some sort. So I'm gonna keep cursing, but he gets a Drain Punch, and I know my Umbreon's done, as I predicted. So I'm gonna go into Zoom Arrow. I'm gonna Waterfall, and I know there's gonna be a switch out of some sort, but I can't cancel all I can. So I'm gonna Focus Punch, but I was incorrect. So I'm gonna Waterfall, and I get a critical hit, which is great. But it only does half damage, and I'm predicting my Zoom Arrow to be knocked out, and I'm correct. So I'm gonna go into Crobat, and I'm gonna U-turn into my Arcanine. I have to be pretty clear now, so I'm gonna Extreme Speed, and I know that the Magneton's gonna probably try to Volt Switch or switch out, and I'm correct. But I do have Wild Charge, probably not expecting this. And I'm correct, he didn't. But my Arcanine's poisoned. Only have my Crobat and Celebi left. And yeah, there's no way to take care of this poison. And yeah, it really sucks. So that basically means my Arcanine's always gonna go down. I can't save it. I'm gonna Flare Blitz. He probably has some type of move at his back, but he doesn't. He has a crit on the Bug Buzz, but I take out his Butterfree in one hit, most likely because of these. No way that Butterfree can live, but I do get knocked out too. I'm gonna send in the Celebi. A Swords Dance, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out on me. He doesn't, and now I'm pretty sure that he realizes moves are useless. He's gonna switch, and that's a normal type. So I'm gonna Sucker Punch, and I knock it out. Great. And then he gets off the Water Poison. I'm gonna Seed Bomb, and I'm hoping I go first. Well, that might be deadly, and I do go first. Good, good. Everything's going to plan, and I knock out the Tentacruel too. He just has the Magneton left. And I just misclicked right there. Big misclick, but I do more than half. And I think this match has been won for me. So good game, Timmy. And if you're watching this video, I'll see you out there. So let's get one more match for this battle for my last team. It's against WWW with a Whimsicott, Toxicroak, Ludico, Flygon, Caesar, and a Politoed. Gonna start with Crobat. See if I could. Even though they moves, they know, because especially the Whimsicott, they usually carry some type of a Spore move. But nope, just a regular switch out. So I'm gonna go in Hydreigon. He's probably not expecting the flamethrower on it, but most of them do, and he does. So I'm just gonna Dragon Pulse and see what I can get done. I do a little more than half, but he gets a crit on the Ice Beam, and I know Hydreigon's done. Usually a crit happens 50% of the time, so that just sometimes catches me off guard. I'm gonna Brave Bird. I'm predicting a switch out, but I'm not. So I'm gonna taunt him and try to get him to stop using some of these moves, and he goes into the Caesar. So I'm gonna just try to U-turn him because I don't want the Caesar out. He might be dastardly to my Crobat, but he gets off a Bullet Punch before I can do anything. I'm going to go into Arcanine and easily just psych him out, and he's immediately going to switch. I can pretty much tell you. I'm guaranteeing a switch, and I'm correct. So I get off Extreme Speed. I'm gonna Wild Charge, but he protects himself. And I'm predicting just maybe Mass Protect until its HP goes back to full, but I'm pretty sure that's not what's gonna happen. And it doesn't. So I'm gonna Flare Blitz, but I just realized it's a ground type, so I feel dumb now. So I'm just gonna Extreme Speed again and again until I can knock it out. And I do great, but I get an Earthquake, and my Arcanine doesn't take that well. It gets knocked out slowly though, so that's great for me. So I'm gonna go into my Crobat. I'm gonna taunt it because I know it can't use Earthquake, but it knows Outrage. That really sucks, and I know my Crobat's weak to moves like that. So I'm going to go into Celebi because I'm pretty sure it can take an Outrage, and it takes it well. Well, good enough for me, and my Celebi's left at okay health, so I'm gonna recover. This Whimsicott knows Ice Beam, that sucks. And I'm wondering if my Celebi can take it, but it tries to Leech Seed me, so I'm gonna Sucker Punch, but it gives me an Encore, and that move's awful. I hate it. I can only use Recover now, and I'm not gonna have that, so I'm gonna switch out into a Zoom Arrow. I'm not gonna reveal my Ice Punch. I don't want to do that too soon. I'm just gonna Focus Punch it and hope for the best. And he gets me with another Encore too, and I can't have him out either now, so I'm getting backed into a wall, and I'm predicting he wants so I can either go with the Payback or the Baton Pass in the Celebi. So I'm just gonna Payback, and I'm correct. He tries to Leech Seed, so I'm gonna Baton Pass before he can do anything. Right into Celebi, and then going to Sucker Punch. He's probably predicting a Swords Dance, but he gets off a super effective Hurricane, and I know he's gonna substitute, so I'm gonna recover, and I'm correct, so that gives me a free chance. But he's probably gonna try to Encore me. I'm not gonna let that happen, so I'm gonna go into a Zoom Arrow, and I was correct, Encore. So I'm gonna keep Ice Punching and Ice Punching. He uses Hurricane, and he lives it. Awesome. That's gonna get down to some pretty bad health, and I'm correct. So I'm gonna Payback it. Lost 30% of its health. Awesome. He makes a sub, and each Payback just messes it up. So I think I'm pretty set here. He's gonna keep tuckering himself out. Eventually, he's gonna have no HP left for a sub. But he does Hurricane. He gets a crit, but that's nothing. I Payback. I'm predicting one more Payback will get him, but I'm kind of worried. But he switches into a Lutico. So I'm going to baton pass, but I get killed before the surf. So now I'm gonna sucker punch, but he does kill me. So good game, WWW. Had fun using this team, but I'm gonna make a new one now. Subscribe, rate, comment, and goodbye.